Let's talk about we are talking about the ash guard. Okay, when we talk about the properties and the quality of the ash guard, we have to understand this, how it is and why it is so much famous. One is over the internet, when it comes to juice, first priority will be the ash guard. So the ash guard is light to digest. That's one of the biggest advantage this vegetable fruit gets. Why? Because most of the juices are suppresses your digestive fire. In Ayurveda, we call it as a swaras. Okay, so in swaras we have certain quantity of consuming this. You see people going having this 100 ml, 200 ml, like consuming throughout the day. This is how it works. You have to go very slowly and steadily when it comes to juice. You start with a 50 ml, you start with a 80 ml, then 100 ml, then you go with 150 ml if it is required, along with the season that I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay. So the first thing, the quality of ash guard, it's a lagu, it's a light to digest. So most, as I've said, most of the juices, if you consume throughout the day, it could decrease your appetite, your agni, if you consume lots of liquid. So if you, the best time, we're going to discuss, but it will helps to improve your digestion. That's why this is that what important. Ashgard is light to digest. Okay, I'll tell you, it also become a heavy, and also tell you how the unripened one and the ripened one, those people who don't talk about it, and many people you don't know this, right? So I'll talk about the other aspect of this, how the ripened one behaves and unripened one behaves. So the rasa, if you talk about, it's a sweet. When you taste the ashgard, it's sweet in taste, but in some sahita it is written the secondary taste is sour in taste. The secondary taste, थोड़ा सा खट्टापन इसमें होता है. और अगर इसका जूस आप निकाल के रखते हो ना, then you will see find after 15-20 minutes थोड़ा खट्टापन आ जाता है इसमें. The ashgard primary taste is sweet, maduru taste. Secondary thing is the sour taste. The secondary, it's very minute. Now that's why I have just consider one taste here to not make you confused. Second thing is the vipak. What is the vipak is? The vipak is sweet. Why vipak is important? Let's say, let's say there is the autumn season is there. अब market में संतरा भी है, you get the oranges, और market में मौसम्बी भी है. So if I talk about the oranges, it is slightly it is sweet and sour taste, right? If you consume orange, there might be a very sweet orange, but there are also oranges which is more sour in taste and sweet in taste. Do you agree this? So why vipak is important? Because let's say there is a chiku is also there. So the vipak of the chiku is sweet. What does it mean? When you consume some fruits, Ayurveda talks about after effect. So it will increase the stool, it will increase the urine of your body, something like that, or it will going to create an acidic environment in your body. When you consume orange in autumn season or the summer season, okay, talk about autumn season first, because there is more heat tendency happens in the body for 3 months till the November, I would say, because there is a Rutu Sandhi will happen now. So till the time, what happens, if you eat orange, it will create an acidic environment in your body. Why? Because it's vipak. So सार विपाक होने की वजह से क्या होता है, when you eat सार विपाक fruit, आपके शरीर में पित्त भी बढ़ेगा. The pitta will go high in your body. So if you have uric acid and acidic environment in your body, that will going to increase. This is why the after effect, knowing the after effect is very important when you eat anything. When we talk here, when we talk about the ashgard, the vipak is a sweet. That's mean stool भी अच्छा बनेगा इससे, urine भी अच्छा बनेगा. इसको ही आप लोग detox बोलते हो, right? जब स्वीट विपाक होता है, दैट मीन्स यूरिन की क्वांटिटी बढ़ेगी और स्टूल की भी क्वांटिटी बढ़ेगी. तो बोलते हो ना, फाइबर है उसमें, बन के आता है स्टूल, डिटॉक्स होता है बॉडी. ये उसी की वजह से, बिकॉज इट्स विपाक इज स्वीट, तो आपका स्टूल और यूरिन अच्छे से बनेगा. तो जिसको भी यूरिन का प्रॉब्लम है, वो तो उसको तो उनको तो किडनी का प्रॉब्लम, उनको तो ये पीना ही चाहिए. इट्स अ मस्ट, बिकॉज ये यूरिन निकालेगा आपके बॉडी से. इट विल टेक ऑफ यूरिन फ्रॉम योर बॉडी, इट विल मेक यूरिन. नाउ यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट हियर, हाउ यू ड्राइव योर बॉडी. जैसे आपको लगता है कल यू वांट टू इंक्रीज मोर स्टूल इन योर बॉडी, मोर यूरिन इन योर बॉडी, यू कैन इफ यू वांट टू, व्हेन यू अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट फूड. रैंडमली कुछ नहीं, डॉक्टर ने बोला कर दिया, ऐसे नहीं है. आपकी बॉडी बनाएगी इटसेल्फ. If you want to create stool in your body, you can create. If you want to create urine in your body, you can create. If you want to create sweat in your body with the food, you can create. So what it is a cold in potency. But now understand this. जब एशगार्ड क्या करता है, वात पित्त, ठीक है, उसको कम करता है. मीन्स इट इज कूलिंग इन नेचर. सो वी नो द नेचर ऑफ वाता. वाता इज मोर लाइक कूलिंग एंड ऑल्सो ड्राई. बट एशगार्ड हमने देखा इट्स अ लाइट एंड ऑल्सो स्निग्ध. थोड़ा सा स्निग्धता इसमें. इट इज स्टिकी. एशगार्ड इज स्टिकी इन नेचर. यू डोंट फाइंड सो ये लुब्रिकेशन का काम करता है बॉडी में, स्निग्धता लाता है. तो यू फाइंड पीपल हु कंज्यूम जूस, उनको कॉन्स्टिपेशन का प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता. दे डोंट गेट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस इज द ओनली वे to cure the constipation, but they don't get the constipation problem. They might get other problem, but not a constipation. Why? Because it has the lubrication. But also, yes, when you consume it, how you consume it, that we're going to talk about. So it has the lubrication, it has the lightness. That's why the people who is lean, it is much beneficial for them. तो ये weight gain करेगा, ये weight lose नहीं करता है. Ashgard gain weight, helps to put on weight. Ashgard not reduce your body weight. Why you reduce your body weight? Because you do certain practices like water enema, something like that along with it. What Ashgard gain body weight, improves body weight. That's why most of the lean people go over the internet and they getting anxious about like how to put body weight, and the Ashgard will lose their body weight. No, it is not the case. Because when I had a TB, the body becomes so lean, and we cannot digest. There is a inflammation in liver, inflammation in the body, inflammation in the blood. Kya kare, kya na kare? There is so much confusion. So in that particular case, we also, our clients who are like suffering with TB, we suggest this particular juice to consume. I'll tell you how to, the way of preparation is. Okay, so this is mostly work in the vata pitta condition. So I doesn't mean that you don't consume this in a kapha thing. You can consume it, but we need to check what quantity is suitable and what is a right formulation. TB is tuberculosis. It helps to improve your sperm counts. Rasa, Rakta, Mas, Med, Asti, Maja, Shukra. So there are like a 7 stage, 7 dhatu is get created. The proper nourishment and the formation happen of Shukra when you consume this particular juice of this. So there is a, मैं देना चाहूँगा इसमें कि when you consume Ashgard, which is kind of unripened one, ज़्यादा पका हुआ नहीं है. So this unripened Ashgard is cooling in potency. काफी ठंडा होता है ये. Along with its seeds, इसके seeds भी काफी ठंडे होते हैं. But when you consume this ripened one, इसकी ठंडी कम हो जाती है. And it also increase the appetite. When Ashgard जब कच्चा होता है तो ज़्यादा ठंडा होता है और ना कि ठंडा होता है, कफ भी बढ़ाता है. बट जब Ashgard पक जाता है तब उसकी ठंडी कम हो जाती है और इम्प्रूवमेंट करता है. किस में इम्प्रूव करता है? डाइजेशन में इम्प्रूव करता है. सो many people criticize this. Okay, I am kapha prakriti, I am not getting any problem. So they don't see which fruit they have. उतना दिमाग में तो रहे कि which is it like a ripen or unripen, or there is a fight, and how do you consume it? Only I have heard about the juice or empty stomach. Yes, you can consume in an empty stomach, but there is a condition that we're going to talk about. Okay, so this is what it is. शुक्र को बढ़ाता है, स्पर्म्स काउंट ये बढ़ाएगा, बिकॉज इसमें चिकनापन है और लघु है जो कि डाइजेशन में इजी पड़ेगा. ऑलराइट, सो नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट, okay, those who are new, I'll tell you, those who are like be here till the end, we have the Diwali gift for you. As I've said, it will help you and your coming generations to improve the immunity. It's all about. Now I'll take you to the mind map. Okay, that's the main thing that we have to discuss upon. So how many of you know about marmas? Anybody of you know about marma? Okay, so how many of you know about acupuncture, acupressure therapy? So that is the main thing is happening in our country. If you have the science of marma chikitsa and we are running behind some other pathis, Ayurveda itself become the whole thing when it comes to the marma chikitsa, which comes under the branch of Ayurveda. Why we do marma? Because we have problem locally, so you don't give the medicine doesn't work properly. That's where the marma chikitsa comes. And I don't know why nobody talk about it, and there is a less awareness. But this been not taught to everybody, because you can literally kill somebody with this knowledge. So in earlier times, it been kept very sacred, so that people should not misuse it. But now very less people do this, and mostly in South they practice this. But yes, the person who are practicing this, he should be like very careful, and the person also, though those who are getting it. So yes, there is a 107 marma points on your body, where out of which there are 3 marma points which is very important. Okay, so which are those? The first one, okay, literally somebody can die if they get even the accidentally, if they get some problem over this particular points. So the first thing is, so the 3 main marma points are there. Okay, you remember this always: your brain, your kidney, okay, that is basti area, and your heart. These are the 3 main marma points which is very crucial. So any damage you get over of these 3 marma points over this particular organ, so eventually somebody can die. Are you getting my point? So this is that important. But why I'm talking about the 3 marmas? Because this ashgard juice helps to give tonic and nourishment to these 3 marma points. Isn't it wonderful? So we found there's a patient who is having problem with heart disease. They also get a problem with a memory loss. Why? So because your kidney and your this marma, the kidney, your heart and your mind, this all are important marma points, and they are related with each other. So that's why this particular juice helps to improve your brain. Okay, it's work for as a tonic for your kidney and heart, because the kidney, when you, as I've said, when you have this juice, it helps to elevate your this urine burning sensation. So how many of you know why burning sensation happens in the body? So our body is made up of 7 dhatus, your 3 malas. So when there is a problem in the urine, when it is not coming clear, okay, that creates a daha in our body. Daha means that like a burning sensation, and that because of that you also get in the feet also you will feel burning sensation. And in our body, maybe there is skin disease like vata pitta skin disease in autumn season. This all because of the not having the proper urine. And now, okay, so there is a one more thing here to add, that is, as we have said already, you should not drink water when you are not thirsty. Is it so? But when you are not thirsty, you not drink water, and urine also comes like in yellow in color. So why you're not thirsty? आपको प्यास क्यों नहीं लग रही है? That's the first question. Because your agni is not at par. Your digestive fire is not at par. So digestive fire doesn't mean only you feel hungry. You also feel thirsty. That's a sign of digestion, digestive fire. So that's why we introduce the medicated water in autumn season, and medicated things in the liquid form. So when you drink this, your urine flows, urine have the good flow. Okay, your stool also get you pass your stool very smooth manner. This all benefit you get. So that's why the particular juice works on these 3 marmas. So as I've said, the property, the unripened melon helps to balance pitta, because the unripened one, जो कच्चा वाला होता है ashgard, it's very cooling in potency. Cough भी create करता है. It also creates the cough in the body, and that's why it's more beneficial for the pitta prakriti, and that is become a bad for kapha prakriti. Cough वालों को problem होगा if they have the unripened one. Now, the mid-ripened winter melon is coolant and increasing the kapha. Again, this is not as cool as the unripened one. This mid-ripe winter melon is increases the kapha, but not as the first case. And the third case, old winter melon, okay, fully ripened, is not so coolant, sweet, alkaline, easy to digest, and improve digestive strength. So these particular, the ripened one, kapha can have. I'll tell you what is like what ingredients they can add in it and how they can have. Okay, that we'll talk about. But have you got these 3 condition? Even you're consuming one fruit, that the different properties, it property get changed when it is ripened one, unripened one. Fully ripened, see, it will be kind of yellowish in color, kind of, but not like a very yellow. and it will be more juicy. Like I had yesterday, it was more ripened one. So you see what when you cut now, when you cut this ash guard, so generally more water, even you press it, more water will come. But the unripened one, the water will not come much. Even you take it in the mixer and get it out. आपको खींचना पड़ता है, और खींचने के बाद आप अगर उसको आप उसको निचोड़ते हो कपड़े में, so you don't get much juice if it is unripened one. But if it is ripened one, you will get lots of, easily you will get the juice. Are you getting my point? Is that understood? So the traditional benefit as per Ayurveda, what is the benefit of it? As I've said, it helps to easily pass the urine. It helps to increase the bulk of the urine and feces, that is your stool. It relieves the thirst and related pain. So this condition happens mostly in summer season. प्यास बहुत लगती है. You feel very thirsty, and because of the dehydration, and as per Ayurveda, what you should consume in summer. So they says you should consume something which is light to digest and also lubricating and cooling in nature. So this become a wonderful that particular duration in the summer. So and also you feel thirsty and you drink lots of water and you feel bloated with the water itself. And that particular case, Trishna is a rogue. Okay, Trishna is a condition. It's a kind of disease, you would say, in the for the some days, and which is need to get treated. Otherwise, you cannot do any other treatment. If there is Trishna rog, means you feel dryness and your body asking for more water. If it is happening for 2 to 3 days, it is okay. But if it is going beyond that, then you have to work on it. So in that condition, it helps. It nourishes worn out body parts and help to improve body mass, helps to gain weight. As I've said, since it is a light and lubricating, it helps to gain weight in a long run, not in a one shot like a 1 month. No. So the gift we are talking about at the end of the session, that will help in a 3 months to gain a weight. Okay. Yeah, it improves strength and the immunity. Useful in the bleeding disorders due to pitta imbalance, such as okay. So let me take it in a simple way. So in Ayurveda, there are 80 different type of Vata diseases, 40 types of Pitta diseases, and 20 types of Kapha diseases. So whenever you feel burning in your body, let's say in your eye, that is also acidity. Many of you don't know. Okay. तो आंखों में भी जलन होता है, that is also part of acidity. Okay, so if you get burning sensation in your stomach and your body, that is not the only way of considering the acidity. Burning sensation in your eye, because that's also the location of pitta. And also when you pass the stool, the sensation of passing stool, that is also because of the acidity. Okay, so this need to be worked upon. Okay, and that's where this whenever there is a burning sensation you feel in your body, and that in that particular duration, as I've said, it is a duration, because अति सर्वत्र वर्जिते. अगर बीमारी ठीक होती है तो उसको लेने की जरूरत नहीं है ना. Why you need something? Okay, let me draw something. I guess I have shared with one of person in one-on-one consultation. Okay, so see, this is how it goes. Please see very carefully what is the problem in the society. I'll tell you. So now see very carefully. If you have any question, you ask me end of the session. Don't left now. If you don't understand this, you'll be suffering lifelong. That is what is happening in the society. So this is the red zone. This is the red zone, and this is, I'll take a green zone. If you have any sort of problem, any disease, what you do is you do something extreme in your life. What you do, like let's say somebody caught up with a cancer. Okay, that's very in our in a practice, it's very common now. Heart attack and cancer. So we do something very extreme in our life. We left with packet foods, anyway, ultimately, even you, yeah, let's say packet foods we left with, that is good. You left with whatever you were eating since now, you left with everything, okay. You started eating something which is there out there over the internet, let's say raw food or something like that. Or what I find this is, in allopathy we can give the immediate results, and also in naturopathy. Why? Because of the water enema, you get immediate riddles. 5 to 10 kgs you can easily lose, but there is a price you have to pay in long run, okay. But now let me talk about the approach. So this is what the health condition you have. Now you go here, okay, in that quick fix thing. Now, okay, let me draw like this, and it goes up, 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 this condition. Now you're in the green zone. This is the green zone. Okay. So you go up, 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 up. You get healthy, more healthy. You feel light, energetic, this and that. You feel everything, every good thing you feel. Okay. Again, you go up, 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 up. Okay. Again, you go up. You feel good. But now there is a saturation comes. Now, what happened till here is, till here you solved your health challenges, all the health problem you solved here. But now you did something extreme in your body, so now other problem getting started. Why I'm telling you this? Because let's say this vata pitta reduce, okay, kapha increases, even the ash guard. So now if you don't know when to stop, then there is a problem. You consuming this regularly and without knowing what is happening with your body. Now the kapha is getting increasing. Now you're getting 20 kapha related problem in your body. Anything. Okay. And you close this area. There is no chance now, and now you have to, from here, you have to run every other pathies now, because you were eating everything healthy. You think everything was healthy. Now what is happening? Okay. And you left here. The problem, starts here. And what we are like doing is, what our approach is in Ayurveda. Ayurveda talk about Madhyam Marga. According to Ayurveda, Ati Sarvatra Varjit means doing Ati of anything is harm. So what Ayurveda teaches is, let's say if you're consuming juices, so that is also called as swaras in Ayurveda, amla juice, aloe vera juice, anything. You consume it until there is a problem in your health. Now, your body is balanced. So why do you need any juice, I would say? Or maybe also the season is not demanding. So how your graph should go? Your graph should go like this. And it should stop here. Okay. And then it should go here, straight throughout your life. Why I'm saying this? Because your life is divided into 3 phases. Okay. Let me draw this very quick. Your 1 to 25 consider. Then your 25 to 55. Now it is 35, but let's consider 55. Then 55 till 100. Okay. So here, whatever you implement may not work here. That's what I'm saying. So we get the patients, they also try Ayurveda, but here we are talking about the preventive Ayurveda, which is nobody's talking about. Okay. So our motto is to you be here and go straight throughout your life. That is balancing according to the seasons. Okay. Every season have the impact, the biggest impact on your body. And that's where these plays a very important role. This straight line plays a very important role. So you should know when to left something in your life and when to adapt something. And that's why Dincharya, Rutucharya, Patya, Apatya, everything is there in Ayurveda. So if that would be so much easy, why would the Ayurveda has to be so much deep? If that much easy, like pani enema dal do, nikal do, ho gaya. Okay, so that's why I said the in Kai Chikitsa, this enema, it's like a half treatment of Kai Chikitsa. It's the biggest thing, because most of the problem you can solve with the right enema, not a water enema, and that become a problem. It's gave the solution very quick. In 10 days, 21 days, you'll see lots of weight improvement, weight reduction. This you have to suffer a lot after you're 55, and no one is talking about this. Everyone is stuck here. Am I clear here? When you stop it, when there is no requirement, you're fulfilled, your body is now okay, you're not feel eating tendency. इतना डरा के रखा है लोगों को, detox 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 detox, there is no need sometimes. You're only creating the stool, as I've said. Why? Because you see, na, you have a palak juice or something like that. It creates a mala in your body. Urine ज़्यादा बढ़ाएगा, stool ज़्यादा बढ़ाएगा. आपको लगता है कि अंदर से निकल रहा है. No, that is not is happening. That's why Ayurveda doesn't promote these things, because it ultimately creates more stool and urine in your body. And Ayurveda promotes that is your rasa rakta mas में asti maja shukra. आपके धातु में वृद्धि होनी चाहिए, मल में वृद्धि नहीं होनी चाहिए. Am I clear here now? The things are clear here. Type clear if it is clear now. Currently, I can just explain you in this way only. Okay. This is what is happening. This is what, I would say the nonsense thing is happening. So they have to pay a big price. And we get more benefit since the Ayurveda community is there. Then you go for the Panchakarma, this thing happens. Ultimately, you have to do it. Then oil basti or, Kada basti you have to do, or Doodh basti. You have to do after that. When you do it in long term, that is what, when you stop, then when there is no requirement, then you can shift to the other things if you require it. Okay, the sweet grass juice or any other juice if you want to. But make sure you already have your stool passed properly. Your appetite, the morning appetite is there, then you consume it. Otherwise, there is no way. It is because the things are the rasayan. How many of you know what is rasayan means? We have something called as term Vayasthapan in Ayurveda. So rasayan something which maintain your age and your body, your senses throughout your life. Okay. What does it mean is, चलो मान लो कुछ कर रहे हो आप लाइफ में. You see, you don't consider what damage you're giving to your mind. That is what is the problem is. According to as you grow old, what happen is your senses doesn't work properly. And that level of damage you people do when you don't, you find shortcuts. That is what it is. आपके सेंसेस धीरे धीरे काम करने बंद हो जाते हैं, एंड you become very ignorant. आपको पता भी नहीं लगता है what is happening with your body. And that is why this very deep science of Ayurveda is, and we need to really talk about. Ultimately, we are damaging our generations with this, over the through this YouTube and internet. And you get surprised, okay, why this autism, why this? Because you creating itself a damage in your genes. And the generation is coming, it's more faulty generation it is coming. So my thing is this: if you cannot carry yourself well, don't give a birth to the child, because you're missing someone's life. This is what it is. Okay, you're missing someone's life and you're running behind doctor. Nothing is happening. In this community, we have doctors across the world. I'm not so proud of it, but I would say there are more people here, of coming from the different communities and, different groups and health coaches, everybody is here. But the point I would like to put here is this very firmly, if you can really get this today. Okay. So, as I've said, it nourishes the, this Vata Pitta improves strength and the immunity, useful in bleeding disorders that we covered, balances Vata, improves brain function, helps to better sleep, bleeding disorders, all these works. Now let's talk about the side effect of it. So in obese people, it should be used for a limited period and a minimal dose. Why I have said limited period? It will eventually increase the kapha. So until there is a problem, till the time they can consume. If there is no requirement, no problem, because कफ प्रकृति में होता क्या है, स्टूल तो अच्छे से निकलता है, मल अच्छे से निकलता है बॉडी से. उनका हैबिट ये होता है कि वो ज़्यादा बीच बीच में खाते हैं, because still since there is no hunger, so they get a bunch eating or whatever it is called. Okay, so they don't feel hungry, but they eat and they create a problem for themselves. So that's why the kapha get increased, and that's where when there is a balance in the kapha, you need not to go further. So in winter season, this can create a problem like cold, asthma, bronchitis. It can create with the kapha prakriti, I'm saying. But ultimately, you will see the more people of rhinitis and this condition, this helps in Vata Pitta condition, even it is a rhinitis and all. Because ultimately, this is happening because The stool is not happening properly, the mala is not getting properly from your body. So कम होना भी अच्छा नहीं है, ज्यादा होना भी अच्छा नहीं है. Okay, your stool quantity and quality should not be more or the less. So you see some lean people बीच में ही गाना गा रहे हैं, बीच में दौड़ रहे हैं, बीच में चिल्ला रहे हैं. You the people who are very lean, you see, you observe around you. कुछ नहीं है, they will tap their hands. कोई पैर हिला रहा है, कोई जरूरत नहीं है, right? They do lots of actions which is not required. That is called as unmad, apasmad. And do you know what is the rate of unmad and apasmad in India? वात में क्या होता है? उन्माद. उन्माद कैसे होगा? कभी भी हंसना है, कभी भी पैरों को हिलाना है, या फिर बजाना है, कुछ भी करना है, बीच में कुछ बोलेंगे, बीच में ही बोलेंगे चलो मैं गाड़ी चला रहा हूँ, ऐसे वैसे. सो वी हैव सीन दिस पेशेंट्स. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज वातज उन्माद. And beyond 3 years it become a tough to treat it. Okay. And there is a pittach anger. Some people you see very angry, they get very 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 angry. They literally can kill somebody. They get that kind of anger कि खुद की मैं नस काट लूंगी या फिर नस काट लूंगा. And you see most of this I'd see somewhere in news, like sometime we scroll YouTube and you see some other things like this big boss thing, and people get angry and they come on each other. So this kind of thing, this is because of the anger, pitta. This is also kind of unmad happening in the pitta people. तो पित्ता में क्या होता है? ऐसा एंगर होता है. वात में क्या होता है? फालतू की चीजें करेंगे, एंड पित्ता इज लाइक वेरी एंग्री, दे डूइंग लाइक गाली देना चालू करेंगे. आप पागल भी देखते हो ना सड़क पे, दे आर आल्सो हैव टाइप्स. तो एक पागल देखो कि वो ऐसे गर्दन नीचे करके रहेंगे या फिर पूरी गर्दन पीछे करके रहेंगे. दे डोंट हैव एनी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इन दिस. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज उन्माद. एक पित्ता वाले पागल दिखेंगे आपको, पत्थर फेंक के मारेंगे, दौड़ेंगे. And we never think why this is happening to somebody. Yeah, it's a unmad. If somebody could help them in the long run, they could get better, but slowly and steadily. People cannot afford this, right? It's a 80 kg, 90 rupees kg ashguard. And then if you have one, I guess 4 to 5 glass you can make out of it, and it's very small quantity, and that become a problem. And awareness also the second problem. Right. So this is the level of the help this ashguard can do to your body. Use of seed, 3 days action. Yes, this is something which is not, many people don't know this, but it is coming from the Ayurveda itself. So those who have problem not getting sleep properly, so in Vata people it is a problem. नींद अच्छे से नहीं आती है, सपने ज्यादा आते हैं, काफी जल्दी जाग जाते हैं. देयर इज नो लाइक अ हार्ट स्टूल is happening, the constipation type. And that particular the memory problem also gets solved with this formulation. So what you have to do is 5 grams of this seed, 5 gram of honey, अच्छे से उसको paste बनाना है. Okay, with 2 pinch of okay, this is for Vata people. Don't consider this right now. These two things you don't consider right now. You take 5 grams of honey, 5 grams of your seed of pumpkin seeds, any seeds. Okay, like gourd families. So you take ashguard seeds. So then what you do is you dry these seeds, you make crush along with the honey. Okay, you make it paste and you consume it before going to bed. In 3 days you will see the action in your memory. It is that quick. So as per Ayurveda, it should show you the action in 3 days only. Otherwise something is going wrong. Second one, for the kapha, as I've said, the seed itself is a cold. What kapha people can do? They can have the 2 pinch of black pepper along with it. Okay, in this case you can have 1 pinch. Why? Because I have reduced the quantity. So later, because you can increase the quantity for 10 grams. So you can have this even after your meals, 2 times max. But if you have this before going to bed, that works on your brain. That's why before going to bed, this is what you can consume, the seed. And now in like other part of the country, they consume the seeds, right? And this is what the benefit they can have. But when we talk about Ayurveda, we go very specific, like for which prakriti, which person, which particular duration, which time, which quantity, this all thing matters. So how much, okay, so what are the other ways to consume this? You can make halwa out of it. Okay, it goes well with the vata pitta prakriti. हलवा है, इसको घिस लो, फिर पानी अलग से निकाल लो, you prepared, you add ghee with it, you again add your raw sugar, then you add you prepared it properly, and that become a halwa. It's very, you can add some cardamom in it. So that's works best for the vata pitta prakriti in summer seasons, and also in winters can be consumed. But in the form of peta also can consume. अब आप बोलोगे पेटा में शुगर होता है, ये होता है. But you see, when we balancing everything na, as per Ayurveda, you need not to worry about small things. Even you eat a junk food for 20% na, you need not to worry, because you know how to handle your body. Type yes if it is yes. You cannot do everything by ये मत करो, वो मत करो, बूंदी का लड्डू मत खाओ, फिर चकली मत खाओ, चूड़ा मत खाओ. You cannot handle those situations. You have to be like in midway. That's what Ayurveda talk about. If you know how to handle the situations and you know when to eat, what to eat, you need not to worry those things. Sugar बढ़ जाएगा नहीं. Sugar, if it is required in Vata Pitta, you have it. Ushman Avleya, that's what we are going to give you at the end of the session. Juice quantity, it's a 60 to 100 ml. Curry, yes, Venkat ji, you can have the rasam में हम जो डालते हैं ना, you can have this. Juice इसका है 60 ml to 100 ml. ज़्यादा नहीं. You start with small quantity itself. In छोटे बच्चों में 30 ml. स्वरस है, स्वरस को स्वरस की तरह ही पियो. It's not your mill. नहीं तो फिर लगा रहे उसका भी एनिमा. So that should not be done. Okay. So इसका क्वांटिटी इतना ही है. कफ प्रकृति है, विंटर में पीना है, so add some honey along with it. हाफ टेबल स्पून हनी कफ प्रकृति वाले ले सकते हैं in winters. Not everybody. ओके, वात पित्त को तो कुछ डालने की जरूरत नहीं है. दे कैन हैव रॉ एज इट इज. उसका पल्प खाना है तो 10 to 20 grams यू कैन हैव द पल्प ऑफ एशगार्ड जूस. सॉरी, एशगार्ड इटसेल्फ. 10 to 20 grams. All right, so that's it. And now it's time to give you something which helps you and your family and your generation to boost immunity in winters. Why winter is so much important? Because we have very few months to protect your immunity. Just 2 to 3 months. These are the only months we have to protect your immunity. That's it. Rest, this is kind of karza you take. It is like you're taking karza of 1 lakh rupees and you have to pay installment in a monthly basis. Because this is the best season to protect your. So as per Ayurveda, the healthy person get more healthy in this season, and somebody who have the health challenges, it is time to, you can reverse your conditions because your appetite is good, the weather is good. Winter में होता क्या है, their internal heat is more and the internal heat is more and the external coldness is there, and that's why people think okay, Ashgard should not be consumed in winters. But आपकी बॉडी अंदर से गर्म है, आपके आते अंदर से गर्म है, so you can have this along with honey. And that is the classic formulation I'll going to share you. That is called as Kushmand Avleha. That you can prepare with own spices which is there in your kitchen without worrying about much things. It's very simple to prepare. You can prepare by your own. You need not to buy it from the market. Okay. कुष्मांड अवलेह. सो आपको क्या चाहिए मैं हिंदी में बता देता हूँ. कीसा, पहले इसको कीसना है अच्छे से, ठीक है, हैशगार्ड को. इट विल बिकम 250 ग्राम. खाली उसका इट डजंट इंक्लूड द जूस. ओके, इट जस्ट कीसा हुआ 250 ग्राम ऑफ हैशगार्ड. देन you need a 50 gram of ghee. Cinnamon you need 1 gram. Black pepper you need half gram. Dry ginger you need 1 gram. Lendi pipli, okay, you need 1 gram. Nutmeg 1 gram. Cardamom 5 grams. Raw sugar or desi khand. Okay, when I talk about raw khand sari or mishri, it's like a pure source. I'm not talking about sugar here. Okay, that is 300 gram. And honey we need 25 grams. This is what ingredient we need. Okay, what benefit you get? Good immunity, strength, skin disease you can get rid of, increases sugar. This can be eaten by the healthy person. This can be eaten by the lean person to gain weight, and those who want to improve their immunity, they also can have this. Okay, how do you consume this? The note is this. uh, okay, let me just talk. I have to आपको खींचना है एश गार्ड को. Then you take off like the water, the ash guard juice separately, whatever quantity it will be. Then there is a ghee. So what you do is you first अपने को पैन में रखना है, एश गार्ड को डालना है along with 50 grams of एश गार्ड के किस को डालना है along with 50 grams of घी. उसको अच्छे से पकाना है. फिर उसके बाद ऊपर से एश गार्ड का पानी डालना है. You don't have to throw that, you have to add in it. Then once you prepare this, okay, आप उसको अच्छे से हिलाएंगे. उसके बाद वो थोड़ा येलो येलो जैसा कलर में हो जाएगा. उसके बाद you add all these ingredients except honey. You do not add honey in it. Why you don't add honey in it? Because you don't heat the honey. You never ever heat the honey. Okay, गरम चीजों में honey कभी नहीं डालना है हमें. What you do is when this get prepared properly, उसका proper texture आ जाएगा. You know, when you prepare properly, उसके बाद you can add honey in it. Those who are diabetic, they can they instead of khand, they can add some honey. That's it. They can replace this with it. They need not to add this much the raw sugar or even the mishri. So the honey you add at the end once this get properly prepared. All right, ठंडा होने के बाद ही आपको हनी डालना है. And that you consume morning empty stomach when there is a good bowel movement happen. Again I am warning this. रस धातु जो रस है आपका वो मॉर्निंग में अच्छा होता है. You have 1 tablespoon along with lukewarm water. This is the first. The second time you can have this in the evening time. जब थोड़ी आपको भूख लगती है, आप along with hot water ही आपको इसको लेना है. So this work better than the Chyawanprash. So from now, every winter, your family and you and your generation, you pass the recipe. I going to write, the method to prepare this. Okay. So we're going to write the way of preparation, and then only we'll forward this. This half, thing I don't want to give you. Okay. The way of preparation, I need to give it here. So which Prakriti of people we have today? Can you all people open your cameras? How many of you can open the cameras? Wow. It feels good, right? There are so many people, and then they open their cameras and can see each other. Parmila ji, Veena ji, Dr. Parmeshwar. Yeah, don't feel to, you just open your cameras on Monday sessions, right? Jaya, Susmita. All right, more people. So I can unmute you people one by one if you want to ask any question. And I really would like to know how you like the session and what other expectation you people have from the community. Okay, those who are coming new. Monday's workshop we come up with some sort of the different things, like it could be disease or it could be even any topic. So, but how people how many of you like the today's session? I would like to know. Any other sweetener other than the raw sugar or can't? You can add date sugar. You can add if you want to. Now anybody want to get unmuted and say something, like if you have any question you can directly ask instead of writing questions in the chat box. Date syrup, no, just get date sugar. Jaggery powder, yes. Mishri works the best if you're not diabetic. It works as a preservative, and you keep it in the refrigerator. आप उसको refrigerator से बाहर निकालो, let it be in a normal temperature, and then you consume. This Dhagedar Mishri. Let's say there is a truth of Dhagedar Mishri. I've been to, it's not, when we talk about food now, I become a very much, I would like to see what is happening in the market. So as I've said, we work with the organic as well and things. There is a place in the Nagpur that is called as Itwari Mahal, and this site where this mystery get prepared. You know what? You will get shocked how they prepared this. They melt the raw sugar okay, the whatever the sugar is there in the market, and they and they literally put some dhaga in it, and then let it they cool it down, and then break it, and they sell it in the market as a mishri, as a dhagidar mishri. And you know what it takes to create the dhagidar mishri? It required 100 liter of your sugarcane juice in order to make 1 kg of dhagidar mishri. This is what the reality of the market, and we blame everything, every single thing, without knowing the facts. And that is what the problem of our society is. You go out, you check what is happening in the market, you come, and then blame. Now sugar is bad, this is bad. Yes, the mishri is bad, but when you don't have the right source of consuming it, right? So this is what the problem is. Now, if you have any question, you can, I guess, unmute yourself and ask. I guess you can unmute, right? So, anybody have any question now?
So, will you be sharing this recording with us?
नमस्कार।
Yes, Sudhir ji.
सर मिश्री के बारे में आपने जो बताया एक बार फिर से कहेंगे, मैं ठीक से सुन नहीं पाया।
Yes,
क्योंकि मिश्री के बारे में बहुत कहा जाता है कि ये सही क्वालिटी की नहीं मिलती है, डुप्लीकेट रहती है वगैरह। हाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट?
Yes, so if you see the dhagidar mishri, you will get expensive in the market. It will come range of around 400 half an kg, matlab jo bhi, like what I see in the Nagpur, those who sell organic and very authentic, and rest you will see in the market like 50 rupees ka pav and kind of that. So the dhagidar mishri, you will see more yellowish in color. It's a yellowish in color, and it is as per Ayurveda, it's a cooling in nature, again for good for the pitta. आपको ड्राई कफ होता है तब भी it works as a medicine, but it is like so much people don't have any idea about it. And the sugar you consume in the form of छोटे छोटे granules आते हैं in the mishri के नाम पे, that is also not a mishri, that is sugar itself. So maybe I'll take some small tour and I'll show you how they prepared, people prepared this. So this is what the problem is in the market.
ये छोटे क्रिस्टल के साथ में दूसरे बड़े क्रिस्टल्स भी आते हैं सर, जो पुराने समय में खड़ा नमक आता था उसके जैसे।
Yeah, that is a mishri, but हाँ थोड़ा आपको ना yellowish दिखेगा, that need not to be white in color.
Okay.
And when you consume this ना, ये आप normal मिश्री खाओगे, if you observe, ये आपको पित्त बढ़ाएगा बॉडी में, it will create acidity अगर आप नकली वाले खाते हो तो. When you eat original mishri, it works like a magic. मतलब ये काफी ठंडा करती है बॉडी को
पत्री के नाम से भी एक आती है जो ऐसे अलग अलग फर की रहती है, शायद जो आयुर्वेदिक दुकान में मिलती ज्यादा करके। वो कुछ और अलग क्वालिटी है।
that may be a different, like if you see like ऐसे पतली होती है वो, right? It's like a bar,
ऐसे पेपर जैसे थर रहते हैं एक पे ऊपर एक।
हाँ, so that is also part of it. फिर अलग अलग प्रिपरेशन होते हैं उसके, खांड की भी प्रिपरेशन होती है, फिर गुड़ की भी प्रिपरेशन होती है. So there are different ways to, there are different levels of having the preparation of this. तो जो, if you don't get mishri, you get khand, that's it. So mishri is the best.
धागेदार आपने कहा कि अच्छे क्वालिटी में।
धागेदार, yes, if you get. So secondary is, if you don't have any option, then there is your khand, desi khand sari.
जी.
And then
Not
your
good.
then there is your
गुड़ से इसको रिप्लेस नहीं करना है।
गुड़ गरम है ना. If you have a jaggery, jaggery is hot in potency, but if you talk about the khand, it is not that hot. You can call it neutral, but again, if your good is old, it again it's a light to digest. Your new good is a heavy to digest और गरम भी होता है. But गुड़ की powder आप लेते हो, that is cold in potency, it's not hot in potency. So even you take a single ingredient, there is so much variety you see, and Ayurveda talks so much about everything in very detail. So most of the people think चलो दूध में गुड़ डाल देते हैं, that's a very bad combination.
Yes. और ये ताड़ गुड़ जो आता है सर, वो भी सेम है, गरम है।
Yes, the ताड़ गुड़ is more you would say diabetic friendly, but yes, ये भी अच्छा है, better than jaggery, but again you cannot put this in a milk.
आपने जो कुष्मांड अवलेह का जो रेसिपी दिया है इसमें, ये चैट के साथ में भी चला जाएगा, तो are we getting it separately also to
let's just type thumb, like give thumb in the group, we'll share you personally, the team will be share you personally. No.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, Venkatji.
When we take, like all the food, whatever it is, like you said, it goes to a green state, then if you continue using it, it goes to again red, right? So you should not be continuing when you're normal.
Yeah, it's not only about food, it's about everything. It's like your habit, right? Including habits, including your food, including your routine.
But as a normal person, don't have any clue what is increasing, what is reducing. We take green tea, different varieties of green tea because it is good, and we take all these, even ashgard, whenever it is available in the season in the market, we just buy and cook, like cook and eat. So all those vegetables have certain properties that is good for some issues, or to increase vata, pitta, kapha, whatever it is. But all these we regularly use it, so without knowing what it does. So is it okay to eat what we, like all the vegetables, green teas, whatever we drink, unless it does some effect on us? Otherwise, we keep continuing using them.
Okay, so let me clear this. When I started with the millet journey after my tuberculosis, I had no clue what to eat, what not to eat, because I was so much fearful. Like after having those condition, I was only dependent on millets, because I only had this one thing in mind. Somebody put in my mind that if you don't know what to eat, just eat millets. I was doing that. So probably 3 months I ate like this 5 fundamental millets, and then I went to this jowar ragi. But after this 3 millets I ate for the 3 months, I did not take any food until I don't know about it. That's it. So why I am talking so much confidently in so much different thing, because I know what is happening. This I started with a 0. Now, if you're doing one thing good and other thing wrong, you don't get what what is causing you the problem, right? So again, I'll give you a second example. When I was in the graduation, I had this habit of, I wanted to build muscles. So I know the oats is good. So I used to had Borvita along with this normal water, the oats. I used to mix this. I used to also add, this badam and all together and used to eat. I used to have muscles. I used to gain muscles, but the pitta as well over my back. I didn't know what is causing me problem. Is it the oats or is it the almond? So I couldn't decide. So I for first few days I stopped almonds, okay, and then after that I start eating some your oats, and that likewise vice versa I did for a few days, and then I got to know, okay, both are causing me heat problem. so so that is the level of understanding we should have if you really want to be as like Ayurveda already. You need not to go with that pain. That's what I wanted to say, because you are learning slowly and steadily. When you understand this, at least it takes few months or few, maybe a year it would take to understand, but the price you the value you get out of it is very huge. You need not to pay the money for the doctors, okay? Means I'm talking about my examples. You need not to worry about you get cancer or not. You need not to worry about you get heart attacks or not. You need not to be dependent, because nobody know you better than yourself. That's it. Even the Vaidyas in today's era, you'll see they don't know much about you. What they know is what is good for them. They might feel it is good for you. So it becomes your responsibility and our responsibility to understand your body constitution. I see I'm keep sending this a post every single day, this viruddha, that viruddha. So these are the factors actually in a minute level. And how come somebody can help you every single day to going with this? You have to learn this. There is no other way. Because since there is nobody is teaching this in the schools or in public like this, and people, when you talk about Ayurveda, the first thing came in your mind, that is Churan, medicines, this Panchakarma. And that is what is image of Ayurveda is. And that's what we need to change. So that's why the Friday workshop we have put, so that every Friday you learn new things and you try it, you implement those, and you go ahead. Okay.
Well said, Uncle.
Yeah.
To start with, first understand what you are eating.
First understand who you are.
Who you are, okay.
First you understand your body, not somebody's body. भांडे वाली की बॉडी नहीं, हमारी बॉडी नहीं, हमारे पापा की नहीं, हमारे बच्चे की नहीं, हमारी बॉडी. वी आर फर्स्ट. We have to be little selfish for some years at least to understand yourself. And there is like, changes happens and sometimes you cannot handle it. You have to understand what is happening, what is wrong with you. And that's Vata, Pitta, Kapha. It's very easy to understand. So yes, there is not a simple word like mucus is the Kapha. No, but at least you can understand, yes, that is a Kapha. That's a part of Kapha. You should not have the banana at that particular point of time. And
So
yeah.
what you are, and then start observing,
understanding other
and then see
things.
how it is
Yes.
affecting your body.
Yeah. As I've said, when I talked to you last time, right, we talk about how the time you wake up and time you sleep, that also have this impact of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, right?
Yeah.
So forget about food. And these small things create a big impact in our life.
Thank you.
And that's why even, as I've said, always, even the best organic food cannot help you. Okay, Preeti ji, you can unmute yourself.
एक बात और पूछना चाहता था.
Yes.
मैं अभी एक्चुअली ये जानना चाह रहा था कि अपनी पचन शक्ति को कैसे बढ़ाया जा सके, बेहतर किया जा सके, क्योंकि कभी काफी पहले सुना पड़ा था कि अगर पचन शक्ति बहुत अच्छी है तो बाकी बीमारियां होती नहीं है जल्दी. और शायद आपने भी रिपीट किया था पिछले सेशन में किसी. अभी आपने जब इसके बारे में बताया, कुष्मांड के जूस वगैरह के बारे में, तो मुझे लगा था कि आई कैन गो फार. और आखिरी में आपने जो बताया उसमें यह था कि ब्रोंकाइटिस वगैरह के लिए वो है, और मैं एलर्जिक ब्रोंकाइटिस का पेशेंट था. वो कंडीशनल है, हमेशा नहीं रहता है कंटिन्यूस, कोई उसके में मेडिसिनल ये नहीं है, यूजेस नहीं है, मगर है मुझे. तो कैसे डिसाइड करूंगी कि आई शुड गो फॉर इट और नॉट? डज इट नीड अ पर्सनल कंसल्टेशन और नॉट?
ओके, तो आपने खुद ही बोला है कि कभी कभी होता है ना?
जी.
तो जो कभी कभी है वही तो काफी मैटर करता है. उस दिन में आपने कुछ तो किया है ऐसे जिस वजह से आपको प्रॉब्लम उस दिन हुई है. यू डिड समथिंग विथ योर बॉडी और विथ योर लाइक एनवायरमेंट सराउंडिंग. मतलब कहीं पे आप गए थे यार, कुछ आपने कंडीशन क्रिएट करी अपने बॉडी पे, राइट? सो व्हेन यू नो द कंडीशन यू कैन हैव इट. लाइक सी आई अगर मेरे सामने पानी रखा है, आई थिंक ट्वाइस मैं पीऊँ कि नहीं पीऊँ उसको, क्योंकि मेरे को सच में जरूरत है कि नहीं है. अब कई मेहमान, हम कहीं पे किसी घर में चले जाते हैं, हम ले लिया पानी, दे आर ऑफरिंग वाटर, वी हैव इट, राइट? जरूरत नहीं होती तब भी हम पीते हैं. सो वागबट जी सेज कि इवन यू ड्रिंक वाटर, लाइक यू टेक अ फर्स्ट सिप, थिंक अबाउट द सेकंड सिप, इट इज रियली रिक्वायर्ड और नॉट इन योर बॉडी. जरूरत नहीं है तो क्यों डालना है बॉडी में?
थोड़ी मदद मिली इसमें, मगर अभी भी मेरे लिए उतनी स्पष्टता नहीं. मैंने ये कहा
हाँ, तो आपको प्रॉब्लम होती है ना, जिस दिन आपको प्रॉब्लम होती है, यू डोंट कंज्यूम इट ना. आप ट्राई तो करो. मैंने यही बोला कि छोटे से चालू करो. अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या है, लोगों का अति सर्वत्र वर्जित है. मतलब एक ग्लास लेना है तो एक ही ग्लास लेना है. नो, स्टार्ट विथ 30 ml. फिर देखो कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है क्या, लग रहा है क्या बॉडी में, दैट इज द राइट अप्रोच.
ओके,
सूट कर रहा है, गुड टू गो. फिर लग रहा है कि ठंडी में नहीं पीना चाहिए तो आप समर में पियो, ऑटम सीजन में पियो.
वेरी मच.
यस.
I've been trying to learn very consciously, not just aware, but very consciously for last 2 years. And it makes sense, and I'm aware, and I'm watching and observing. So what you are saying is absolutely 100% true. But when you start new, it is very overwhelming. And you feel scared and you think, oh my God, should I eat this? Should I eat that? This will happen to me. Am I kapha, dosha? What is happening to me? Is my pitta gone up? So I think what I would suggest from my personal experience, because it's like medicine. When you are a newly qualified doctor or when you are learning, every term we do, we think, oh God, I have got this. I've got this ear problem. I've got this eye problem. I've got this tummy problem. So when you're learning, you actually become overwhelmed. So best if somebody's healthy, in the sense they don't have any disease or anything, then I would suggest eat seasonal. Keep it simple, like what you mentioned, that keep 1/4 of your tummy empty. Don't overeat. Don't indulge. But once in a while when you eat, enjoy and feel good. And see how you feel when you eat something out of your... But daily, like when I used to live in India, I think my life was perfect. The way my parents used to cook and we used to live, like mithai would only come on a birthday or festivals. Every day there is no mithai in the fridge. So when mithai comes, when you have a gulab jamun on your birthday, you enjoy and you don't feel guilty. But everyday gulab jamun is not coming at home. Now people are eating everything every day, all the time, more than what they need. And then they feel, oh my God. And then they're not even aware what they are eating and drinking. And it's happening continuously. So some lucky people are okay. But until you start getting problem, you don't think about it even, that something can happen to me. And then you may just put on weight and, oh, I put on weight, I'll starve myself and bring it down, or I'll slog myself in the gym. But living life normally and correctly is the most beautiful gift you can give to yourself. And then you can eat and drink like what you said, once in a while, you enjoy, and you don't feel guilty, and that's normal life. Not constantly worrying and thinking, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Know yourself and then be aware and just live life. I think but I can see that a lot of people, oh, but is this good for me? Is this not good for me? But sit down, see who you are, do your Prakriti analysis, see what state you are in, just fundamentals, and then slowly build on that knowledge to look after yourself. And then you don't need doctors. But it is hard, and I can see a lot of new people where they feel, oh my God, should I eat this, or what will happen to me? But what Prakriti I am, what doshas are out of balance, how do I know this? But just keep it simple. That's what I feel from my experience, that it will all come together, and you just know. Even my family gets annoyed now that don't talk about pitta. Don't, no. Now, but in spite of getting angry with me, now they are all, oh, don't worry, mommy, it's my vata has gone up. It's okay, I'll do this. So it's nice, but it's easy. Don't complicate it. Keep it simple. Chew your food properly. Keep 1/4 of your tummy empty. Just follow those simple things. Sleep well. Let it go. Whoever wants to fight, argue, let them be happy and let them argue. Just don't join in. See what is important for you and keep life simple. And it is so beautiful and easy, and it just that I can't change the world. I can change myself. And let me be peaceful. So at least people around me will be peaceful. So I think you are doing amazing service, and I've learned so much. But you just have to keep building on it, one step. So
that's why we kept you in the program, like initiated with this, digestive health challenge, and then keeping updating you people every single seasons, like what is the impact on the body, and consciously understanding what is your, happening, and everything. That is what I can, serve. But yes, there is a way, and we are like wanted to give some small 2 or 3 days program there. We can have learning, how it starts from Ayurveda, right from your Panchamahabhutas till your body. We are going to conduct this program like maybe in next week for 3 days continuously, so that people will get more idea. No, not that way. It's not very detailed. It just detailed because at least they get the syllabus of it, how to how it starts, how it ends, and why it is very important. Otherwise, at least you people get like other people will get some idea like behind it, how the knowledge of the Ayurveda is. So at least they can gain more knowledge from this Friday sessions. That's where
because I
what
think
we
it is frightening. It is scary that, oh my God, it is like doing MBBS. It's like being a doctor. But if you keep it simple, just focus on yourself, know who you are, what you need, what helps you to feel. So now I know that if I have not, I can even know if I have had something, and if it is good food but not sattvic, I can feel it. That it was nice taste wise, but I didn't make me feel good. So I think it's just that awareness which comes slowly. But if you relax and don't get overwhelmed and worried, then you will know it more. So just relax. It's okay. Nothing's going to happen overnight, but you making sure you're learning, and you're going to.
This is what normal people can understand, and many of them are getting benefit out of like what you are saying. So It is like, yes, MBBS for everybody or BMS for everybody, the with a with a right right way on a step by step approach. But I guess I feel that this is a one time investment that people do with their learning. One time investment, I would say, because after that there is no fearful life. I would say you need not to
No,
fear
but
of.
I can sum up in a way that even when I qualified after 13 years, 14 years of training, and when I started the practice, every day I used to make a list of 10, 12 things I need to go and check. I need to go and check. And it never happens because you can't go and check 14 things every day. So then I spoke to my trainer that, oh my God, so much I don't know.
People don't know
And
about you. Like, could you introduce yourself first so that they
so
could know? Yes.
so my trainer said that he has been trainer for 25 years. And he said, I still don't know everything. Only thing you need to make sure that whatever you're doing, you are safe. You're not causing any harm. You start with that, and then you can always have a time to check, double check, and learn. But you can't go home after 10 hours of work and then check 14 things you didn't know. But slowly you will build up. And I can see now that I can see anybody in 10 minutes and I know what's going on. And that is what I expect me to happen with Ayurveda, which is not going to happen in 2 years, what I've learned in 20 years. But it will happen. So if you relax and learn and know, slowly build it up. As long as you're not doing anything wrong, like viruddhahar or wrong food at the wrong time, then slowly you will start learning more. It will become easy. And because here we are just focusing on ourselves. So it's easy. You're not looking after somebody else's health or somebody else's life. So it will become very easy. So I think nobody should be fearful. Just focus on yourself. Don't do anything which is wrong. And then build on what else you need to do. And
Yeah, so
it will be fine.
yeah, Preeti ji, I just wanted to know, like, people, you are a doctor and that's why you're training. When you said training, so people might get confused. So you said, yes, you're the doctor and you've been practiced this, and then you realize, okay, this is what right is. And this is what also the science is. Again, the second science, not the only science. People can go with this. Yeah, nice. You put it very nicely, but just I wanted to make this correct. When we talk about the seasons, right? The seasonal Ritucharya, it is for the healthy people. It is not for the diseased one. Why? Because let's say in the winters, need to have more ghee, more curd, more lubricating things. But what if the kapha vikrutis are already there? They cannot go with the Ritucharya. So always remember the Ritucharya is for the healthy people. So that's why we need to correct them. We need to bring them in a balanced condition and then show the direction. That's what. And yes, that's what I'm said. The fifth, when we talk about the values of the community, the last thing I said, that is health. Means you get more conscious about your body and surrounding, and you went to the spiritual path. That's up to you. So that is what you're following, and I really nice to know that you're getting those things and you're bringing your life in a equilibrium, not much and not less in the quality of life. That's wonderful, and I hope this is helping the whole family. When the one person is understand, the whole family get benefit out of it. Isn't it so? Maybe you get the Vaidyas, doctors, they will ask you to do this, do that. But yes, certain months or certain weeks, your that particular dosha goes high, and that create a problem for you. So that's why understanding yourself, it's only way to live a disease-free life, healthy life, and not beyond that. That's the investment you have to do for yourself. That's it. All right. Anybody have any question? How kapha dominant vata vikruti and obesity? Yes. See, try sometimes, I would say, along with black pepper. So black pepper, what will reduce? It will reduce the kapha. The ashgard, what will do is decrease the vata. So in that balanced way, you can consume this, considering your vata kapha condition. Avoid ashgard when you have congestion, cough, or kind of full. Let's say in spring season, you feel this. There is a more accumulation of kapha in the body. Khana khane mein ichha nahi hoti. In that particular season, you have to cut off the ashgard juice. That season you don't have. But in summer and the autumn season, it's good to go always. Yeah, thank you, Vinaji. All right, I guess. Thank you, Maniji. Duration of juice intake, how many months during summer and autumn? Yes, the way it is. Like if autumn and summer is 2 months, take a 2 months. Feeding mother, yes, no problem. Ultimately, feeding mother में भी कफ बढ़ना चाहिए. She should not have something which reduce her kapha in their body. Ultimately, what is the strength in the body? The talk, okay, overall, can we just manage health by eating regular healthy meals as per Prakriti? Okay. Juices, I said, when there is a condition, I'm not saying it is called a swaras in Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is not against of juices, but Ayurveda is against of ati. So what the people are doing is they, going literally on juice fasting. As I've said, these juices are creating mala in the body. That is, let's say palak खा लिया तो उतना बनाएगा ही. It will create more urine, more stool, but will not nourishing the dhatu. It will not nourish the dhatu. So I specifically mentioned that if there is some disease condition is there, which is happened because of over dhatu nourishment. But this particular juice, if you consume, that helps to reduce this overnourished dhatus. Let's say the same condition in millets. But now in autumn season, what happen is, let's say there is a Vata Pitta person. Vata Pitta person do not have the appetite, and they also want the nourishment. So that's where this particular juice or its avleha helps to nourish the body. So that's why we are not talking about so many different juices. There are very few we are going to talk about. Like Ashgard is there. One more thing, if you're kapha prakriti and you're not really, it is not suiting for you, you can take a carrot juice if you want. So there are some juices been mentioned in Ayurveda that is only we want to present. Otherwise, we are not going with the fat diets. Like amla juice is there. There is a benefit benefit of it. So India में क्या होता है कि अभी stool जो होता है ना, it's not get passed properly. And there is a problem with churan. Somewhere I'll going to highlight this thing. But what happened? बद्धकोष्ठता आ जाती है. मतलब स्टूल अच्छे से पास नहीं होता है. It is not hard. It is like type somewhere 4 to 5 type of stool in that matrix. So in that particular stage, if somebody is having amla juice in the morning, like hardly like 1 or 2 along with some lukewarm water, so that helps to relieve it in that particular season. So that's where this swaras plays an important role. But if you want something as a food, as a medicine, then swaras is there. Like you might have heard about the giloy juice, avla juice. There are very few like this. Okay, aloe vera juice and this ashgard juice. So there are very few juices Ayurveda recommend. So let's talk about it in very small quantity when there is required as a medicine. Which churn is toxic? Let's say Triphala. So there is so many churn. You will say Harad, Triphala. These are not just a churn. These are, Vayasthapan. There is a term called as Vayasthapan. I'll tell you about this. That means whatever currently you are aging, that means you're functioning properly. Let's say if you are 80 years of age, so your body also functioning according to your exact age. So now you'll see if, people of 80 years, 90 years old, but they are suffering with so many health diseases. So their organ is not functioning according to their age. So वयस्थापन करने के लिए जो है ना, ये पूरे जो हर्ब्स हुए, हर्ब्स है हमारे पास. So that helps to maintain, including amla, giloy, your triphala is it works as a tonic. But when you consume this to पेट साफ करने के लिए आप कंज्यूम करते हो, then there is a more problem. तो अभी हाँ ठीक है, उससे थोड़ा पेट भी साफ होता है और एज अ इट्स वर्किंग एज अ टॉनिक बिफोर यू गोइंग टू बेड. इफ यू हैव इट, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. इट इज वर्किंग एज अ टॉनिक because it also helps to create the atmosphere for the healthy gut bacteria. Okay, but when you talk, you consume churan just to get rid of your stool, which is like causing the trouble, then there is a problem. As I've said, the recipes, right? There is a harad, sonti, and namak. This is the conditional thing. Like पेट साफ नहीं हो रहा एक दिन, आपने ये ले लिया, so that will help rid of your stool. Why? Because that become an alternate for your cigarette and the tea. But our motto should be is this, like whatever food you are consuming, that should help to get rid of this problem in long run, so that you don't get the problem in when you turn old, actually. Okay, because this is like this. Every organ in your body, even your pachakras, it is a fix how much it will going to release in your body throughout your life. So you do not give them much trouble instead of just having churn. That's why the Ayurveda is very, sometimes I feel very hopeless, because you go to the doctor, they give to the churn and you feel relief. And in long run, that called as trouble. And you spread information to the dear and near and dears, and they get benefit out of it. In long run, it is like a more trouble. So churn should work as a tonic. Churn should work as the, the tonic itself, and not as a churn. Okay, that's why I'm saying the churn is not that long run. In long run, you cannot consider this. There is so much rules. I have seen, like, I have experimented so many medicines like Ayurvedic, but what naturally you have means you have balance it according to keeping your mind calm, and then following all the rules which is there as per Ayurveda. So do you think consuming wrong combination of food and having the churn will help? No, that will not help. So you have to follow the rules that come first, and that's why the 95% bogus Ayurveda you see in the market. 90%, 95%, I would say bogus Ayurveda, all bogus is going on, because the fundamental is not clear. Thank you all for joining today's session. Hope you got insights, learnings. And we'll coming up with the program, okay, for Ayurveda, like for 3 days. You'll get lots of value there. Thank you.
धन्यवाद सर.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming.